Hola, my bros and bitches, it's me, Miyamo and welcome to my channel. My bros and bitches, it's me, Miyamo. So guys, for my first ever YouTube video, I thought of doing a little bit of Q&A with you guys. So recently, a few days ago, I have posted a story in my Instagram post where I asked you guys to ask me a few questions that I will be answering in my YouTube channel. So here's the day. So I'll be answering to your questions while I glam myself up. So without any further ado, let's get right to this video. So the first step for any makeup routine is always a primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. I recently noticed that I need to put primer because my face is crusty as the surface of the moon and you have big pores, like big pores. So I started putting primer after that. I avoid my nose region because like my nose is very oily, so I like avoid that part. But other than that, I put everywhere on my face except for my nose region. So with that, we come to our next step, that is foundation. I'm going to be using foundation in a shade Invisible Finish from Lakme, and I'm going to just pop it in on the back of my hand. And so it's time for the first question of the day, and the question goes, who is the favorite Carby from IG, male and female? Well, it's gonna be easy for me. Male is gonna be Coldkin. He's an amazing rapper. He is also a supporter of LGBT community, which is a win-win for me. Like, amazing. And from girls, it would be Lirong Pipi. She is an amazing model. She's quirky, her hair, everything. I love her. Like, she's amazing. The only tip I can give for foundation is that you find a foundation that doesn't oxidize and doesn't change color, because if it does, you're gonna have a sister scandal, which you don't want. Exactly. If you're gonna go out like for whole day, like attending events, marriage, etc, you're gonna need a full coverage foundation to go with. And yeah, always choose a foundation that is like lighter than your shade. If you don't get a foundation of your shade, it's better you choose a foundation that is lighter than your shade, because you can like darken it out with contour and like stuff like that. But if you take a darker shade, it's gonna have a scandal. So it's better you guys find a foundation. If you don't get your shade, it's better you find a foundation that's lighter than your shade. So as I have popped on my foundation and I'm looking slick, so the next step is concealer. And with that, we have come to our next question. The next question is, where do you see yourself after 10 years? So where I see myself after 10 years? Well, that's gonna be easy. After 10 years, I see myself getting like a million followers in my YouTube channel, which will be possible only by you guys. If you guys are subscribing it, if you guys are liking it, if you guys are seeing my videos, if you guys are like subscribing to my channel, like I'm be reaching that milestone. And it would be amazing if you guys could help me do that. Like, really, it would be really amazing. And the next would be like me collaborating Morphe if possible. I would really love to collaborate with Morphe on something. Like, I've already thought about it, what I want to collaborate on. Like, if it's possible, I would like to collaborate with Morphe, and I would like to collaborate with the one, the only James Charles and Birdman Rock. They are the most amazing people that I know. Though I've not met them in person, I've seen their videos, and like by their videos, like though they have been in scandals, they have been like courageous enough to own up to their shit and then say like, yes, I did this mistake and I've learned from this mistake and I'm gonna like own up to it and I'm gonna be like a better person. And to do that on a public platform, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Like people can continuously judge you for who you are, and then one mistake, one like tweet from an anonymous person, and your career goes down in just like a blink of an eye. And it's not easy to be like a person that like openly comes up to a social media and be like, yes, I did this mistake and I learned from this mistake, and I'm going from this mistake. It need guts to do that, and I really like, you know, appreciate that for like James Charles, whatever he went through. Like, I never would imagine anybody going through that phase, and I would never want even my enemy to go through that phase, because it was very dark for him. As like, you know, the way he said about it, we felt that emotion, we felt that connection, like the pain that he felt at that time, we felt that. And I don't want any of my enemies to like, you know, feel that. And it would be amazing for me for one day to collaborate with them, Like, it would be amazing. As I say, they are the reason that I came into this makeup game. So I really want to collaborate with them one day, and they're gonna be amazing, I know, as a person. So with that, I'm gonna go and set my face. So for that, I'm gonna take a setting powder and I'm gonna set my face. And with that, I'm gonna see what's the next question. So the next question is, how would you describe yourself? How would I describe myself? How would I describe myself? Like, I'm like carefree, I'm adventurous. You can call me like bitchy, but there's a reason behind why I'm like that at the first place. I have seen a lot in my childhood, and then it's not easy to see like your father leaving you at the age of 3, and like you seeing your mother and your sister like doing all the work by themselves. My sister even forgot her childhood like to take care of me, which is not easy, and like she is the world's best sister that anyone could get. I even wish that my enemies would get a sister like her. She's an amazing person. Once you get to know her, she might be mean sometimes, she might be like rough sometimes, exactly like me, but once you get to know us, for the people we love, we will do anything for them. But then if you are bad against us, yes, we can be bitchy. We are not gonna be like a pretty person sitting there saying like, oh, okay, fine, like that. We were taught to like, you know, take care of ourselves, like be independent at a very small age. So like we are like that. We are very defensive. If you like talk something about my sister, or somebody talk about me, my sister would get defensive and I would get defensive, vice versa. So that's how we have been brought up. We look out for each other every time. So it's amazing to get a person like that in my life, and I love her to that. So yeah, that's it. That's how would I describe myself: as a bitchy, as adventurous, as carefree, as opinionated, as like emotional. I get very vulnerable. I have lots of mood swings. Lots and lots of mood swings though. Lots and lots of mood swings. Next step would be like contouring my face. So I'm gonna take this palette and I'm gonna take this light brown shade from this palette, and I'm just gonna like go in there, tap the excess out always. And the next question would be, who was your first kiss? So my first kiss was at the age of 13. Of course, at the age of 13, and I was a hoe. Let me be clear on that. So it was at the age of 13, I met a guy. Like, he was kind of good, kind of not good, but I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to bring anybody's name on this video, so I'm not going to speak who was that person. So I'm just gonna like say that it was at the age of 13. I cannot say who the person is, but it was at the age of 13. So the next question is, have you ever been bullied because of your sexuality? Oh my god, a lot. I have been bullied a lot at my school age because of my sexuality, but that what gave me motivation, that what gave me the strength to come out as I am right now, do what I want to, being carefree and stuff like that. I have faced a lot at my childhood, as I said before as well. I faced a lot, and that what gave me the courage to do things without like thinking about another person's opinion, like what they would think about me, and what they would like, you know, whether they would like me or not, because I cannot please everyone. They are like people that will come and go in your life. Like the one that loves you for who you are, they're gonna stick with you forever. But the one that doesn't appreciate you and like doesn't appreciate your friendship and doesn't appreciate for who you are not gonna like stick with you throughout your life. And it's better that you let them go. Like it's really better that you let them go rather than having a toxic relationship like that. I have my friends with them. They are amazing. They support me. They love me for who I am. They doesn't judge me for who I am. But they have always been a person in my school age where like, you know, they played as my friends, but then they like backstabbed me. So I will not say who they are, but then they know who they are, so bitch. But yeah, thank God for me getting a person like them in my life, like Jeremy, Senso, Rupmili, Gitanjali, all those people. They are amazing. So Cheng, like they are amazing people in my life. Like they helped me throughout. Like they are amazing. I can't say much, but they are amazing. And you will see them very soon on my YouTube channel. So bitch, be ready. So with that, I have bronzed my face. I have contoured my face. Now the next step would be blush. I'm not a blush person, so I'm not gonna put much, but maybe lots of you might put blush. So I'm just gonna like go in, take some blush. tap the excess out. I'm just gonna go in like that. I'm gonna go in and contour my nose. I'm just gonna take this lighter shade of brown like I did for my contour. I'm just gonna go in like that. I'm just gonna take like a straight line from here. Same thing, I'm gonna do it on the other side. And I'm just gonna blend it up. And the next step would be baking my face. So to bake my face, I'm gonna go in with another question, which my phone is acting weird. Okay. How old were you when you realized your sexuality? As I said, I had my first kiss at 13. I kissed a guy. I kinda like it. I felt something down there at in my pants. So yeah, it was at the age of 13. So how did you become confident to be who you are? How did I become confident with the person I am right now? So that's easy. I think I've already told that to you guys, but I'm gonna repeat it again. Like, as there were a lot of people that like bullied me at high school and stuff like that, those are the reason I really want to say thank you for them, because like they gave me the courage and like the balls to come out as I am right now and then be who I am and appreciate like who I am, and cannot keep hiding at the closet and be like, oh fine, somebody is going to be out there in a world where they are going to bring a change. Like, I'm not that person that I'm gonna go like sit nicely and then wait for the other person to be like, okay fine, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. I want to bring the change, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna let other person do my work. I want the change, so I'm gonna bring the change. I'm not gonna let other person do my work. So with that said, like, I became confident after my high school, after I passed up my high school, after all the bullies and stuff like that. I became confident, very confident in fact, and like, you know, thought like, why not I come out of the closet and be an example for all the people out there that's living in this small town, and like give them the courage to come out of their closet and be like, okay fine, I am this, I am who I am, love me for who I am, or else I am, or get the F out of my life. So that's what like, you know, I want to see like from the people, and I want to set an example. Of course I want to set an example for people. So after I bake my face, I'm gonna keep my face like this, and now comes my favorite part of all the makeup, that is my eye, the eyeshadow. So the next question is, was it hard for you in your childhood to accept your sexuality? So as I'm going to answer the question, I'm gonna go in and do my favorite part of the makeup, that is the eyeshadow. I'm gonna take this transition shade over here. I'm just gonna go in like that. Answer to that question will be yes. Of course it was hard for me to accept my sexuality, because no one would think like, you know, that you were born like that. No one. It's not easy when you're in your childhood and be like, oh my god, I feel something like wrong with my body. I felt like I was something like, you know, I felt like, oh, I have like, you know, something wrong, because we were not educated on that level. Like, nobody told us about how sexuality differs from person to person. Nobody told us about that. So we were like kind of like, I was like kind of, what is wrong with me, what is wrong with my body when I was growing up. But then slowly and steadily I was like becoming comfortable about it. I was like, okay fine, this is who I am, I need to accept it. And then at that time when I got that confidence, I told my sister like, hey, I think I have like a feelings for boys as well as for girls. And she was like, okay. And I was like not expecting that. Of course I was not expecting that, like sort of that reaction. She would be so cool and so calm. Like, she was like, okay, so what? She was like, okay, so what? I was like, dude, are you effing kidding me? I was like, you have no reaction at all. She was like, no. It's like, when either she knew that I was going to be like that, or she was like, it's fine. Even if he is like that, he is my brother, I'm gonna accept it as he is. So that's the best part of my life ever, telling my sister about my sexuality, and she taking it so coolly. I did not even expect that, but then she did, and I'm so thankful for that. with that being said, I'm gonna take this kind of like flat brush. I'm gonna go and dip it at this pink shade right here, and I'm just gonna like go and tap on the outer corner of my eye. Like that. So I'm gonna go in and like, you know, on the outer corner as well, I'm gonna tap this eyeshadow right there, and I'm just gonna like tap it so that it's like pigmented, well pigmented. And I'm loving how it looks. So I'm gonna take another brush, like this kind of fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip it on this shade, like the shimmery pink, and I'm just gonna go in like on the outer corner and just like swipe it up like that. Like I'm just holding it, barely I'm touching my skin, by the way. I'm barely touching my skin. I'm just gonna like go in like for a shimmering effect. Yeah, for a shimmering effect I'm gonna go in like that. So with that, I'm gonna cut my crease. So for that, you need to take the concealer on the back of the hand, take a flat angle brush like that, go in and just gonna cut the crease. Cutting the crease would be hard for the beginners. Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a detailed tutorials on how to cut the crease. But for now, if you guys can't cut the crease, you can keep the eye as it is without cutting the crease. It will look amazing equally. I'm just cutting the crease for giving it a bit of a dimension. You guys can keep it the way it is. It's gonna look amazing anyway. So I'm gonna take this blue shimmery shade here, and I'm just gonna pack it on the crease. I cut the crease because it's gonna get pigmented. It's gonna get pigmented more, like the shimmering effect. I'll take this flat fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip it again on this shade of pink, and I'm gonna blend it out both together. Just remember, I'm like barely touching my eyelid, so keep that in mind. And I'm gonna give you a tip: hold the brush at the tip, because if you hold it like this, it's gonna get more pigmented where you don't want. If you hold it like that, you can adjust where you want the shadow to go, and where you want it to be more pigmented, you can like pressure and like release, pressure and release. So you're gonna get shadows effect as well as like it's gonna get pigmented more where you want it. So that's the tip for today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out like that. So I'm not. So I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna brush it off. That I've been baking, it's been there for a hot minute, so I'm just gonna like brush it off. So I've done one side of the eye. I'm gonna do the other side off camera. I'm gonna be quick. I've done my eyes off camera. I put on some mascara off camera as well. So the next step would be lip. So I'm just gonna. Last step would be highlighting my face. So I'm gonna use this shade from this palette right here. I'm just gonna spread some setting spray over there to make it more pigmented. I'm just gonna go in right there. And that's on period. Bitch, it's blinding. Last thing left to do is only the setting spray. So I'm just gonna set my face up. So this is the look all complete. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you guys. Come back next week for more content, and don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that red big juicy subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get notification every time I post a new video. And if you want, you can share the video as well. So that's all for today. I love you. Take care, bros and bitches. Bye. Period.